Hello and welcome back to Bransford Webs. As you join us here on the nursery on an absolutely glorious day. This week on the Looking Good video we're talking about crops that are looking towards the end of August, crops that will be going in ready for the last August bank holiday of the year into English garden centres, and thought starts turning a little bit towards autumn now and looking more into September and longevity of crops that are going to be looking good then. So you see behind me we've got a typical autumn crop. We've got Aster Dumosus, and I'm going to start the video with those this week. So here are a couple of varieties we've pulled out. So you can see absolutely stonking 3-litre plant, really solid plant, loaded in bud, and the first flowers are just opening. So there's a couple of varieties there, 3 varieties in total available. Let's say absolutely smothered in bud, and that's the crop, or part of the crop you can see running away into the distance behind me. So Aster Dumosus, typical autumn plant, just starting to do its thing, but as we can say, we're getting to the August bank holiday, that'll be perfect for some impulse sales in garden centres. As too with our little Hender Petita reds, which are looking lovely. Really nice pickup line for the bank holiday weekend, these. Great for dropping straight into a pot on the patio, just boosting a bit of colour where something may have gone over a little bit, but loaded in bud. First flowers just opening and more buds are forming all the time. So great shelf life, great product. There's a little 1 litre pickup line too. Our Seedens are going from strength to strength at the moment, so I'm just going to pull a few out of the back of the buggy here and show you what's looking good. So we have got Stardust, typical sort of green spectacles type, nice upright habit. As you can see, smothered in bud, about to pop into flower. Absolutely fantastic value for money plant on there. Then we've got some darker leaf ones. So we have got here, we've got Black Knight. It's got really dark foliage, and again it'll come out with that nice pink flower which contrasts the foliage really well. And then we'll move on to Peach Pearls. Bit of a Marmite plant, you love it or hate it. I really like it actually. It's a bit different in the Seeden world. So it's got these sort of yellowy pale coloured flowers against the dark foliage, and a little bit more compact in its habit. And then last but not least, going down to more compact and ground cover, we have got Seeden Rose Carpet, an old favourite. So all those sedums absolutely loaded in bud will give you loads of shelf life, loads of sales period through into the autumn. Great stocking up for the bank holiday weekend. So we'll move on from sedums, and as we move into the autumn we start thinking back into the shrub market. And we've got some really nice shrubs coming online at the moment. So I'm going to start off with Lophomertus. So this is Magic Dragon. It's got a lovely sort of wispy foliage to it, really nice in the border. Just a really sort of one of those skeleton plants that really builds structure into the garden, excuse me, and looks really nice. So check that out in a 2-litre pot. Our Nandina collection is coming online now. I don't stab myself in the Berberis in the process. So we've got Obsessed, probably the best on the market variety wise, looking really nice. It's just flushing through its new colour. It just does that all season long. I've got one in the garden, it just keeps flushing and flushing. It's really nice, and just, yeah, great value plant, great addition to any garden. We've also got Nandina Gold Stream as well, so contrasting with more golden orangey foliage. As you can see, both are really strong, really bushy plants, so check out the availability list for those this week. And then for the really stunning autumn colour, part of the Proven Winners range, we have got Spyad Doozy. Now, it's one of the double play series, so when these flower in the spring, they do really well. They offer really good foliage and clean disease-free foliage too. But you've got this really nice flush of sort of burgundy red new leaves at the moment, so that gives you interest now. Give this another 6-8 weeks in the garden, and the autumn colour on this is just absolutely stunning. We'll try and make sure the actual next year's crop potted just over behind me, and we'll try and make sure we put some of the pictures on social media of that, showing you how good it looks when it gets its autumn colour on there. Now, on to the ultimate autumn thing for us is our Autumn Magic collection. So this is a range of shrubs that is designed for both autumn planting and autumn interest. So it's a combination of autumn flowering plants, autumn foliage interest, or evergreen plants, all grown as a 3-litre, all really chunky, and give you something great to sell for your customers who are coming in wanting that colour and structure their garden throughout the winter. So, Autumn Magic, first of all, we've got Stigma. So as you can see, the first flower's just opening, loads of bud are forming, and I say it's all in a 3-litre in this range. We have got Echeveria Red Dream. Again, nice lot of bud on there, coming through, good structure to it, and obviously you've got the evergreen for the garden. we have got Escalonia Gold Bryan, so contrasting Red Dream there with its nice golden foliage. Really brighten up a dull border. And again, you get your flower as well with that later in the year, or earlier in the year, shall I say. But Escalonia Gold Bryan, all part of the autumn magic. Hypericums, we've got 2 or 3 varieties, but this one is probably the most showy at the moment. It's a little mystery. So loads of bud and flower coming through on there. And it's got its nice variegated foliage too. Something for the evergreen and flower into the autumn. We've got Viburnums. So this is French white. A couple of Viburnums online as well. So just check out the full availability. But nice structure to it, good upright, and as you know, that's going to have great interest throughout the winter. Bomb-proof plant then for that winter planting those berries is Katonia Aster horizontalis. Sarah zooms in there, you can see the berries are just forming and starting to colour up. But again, nice structure, as we all know with the Katonia Aster, they are absolutely indestructible in the garden. Berberis, so this one is harlequin, so it's got a nice red variegated foliage, almost looks like somebody splashed a tin of paint over it really. And again, absolutely stunning autumn colour later in the year. And then last but not least from our autumn magic range, Euonymus. So a couple of varieties, so check out the full availability. But this is Cathy. Cathy's one of those plants again, gives great structure to the border, it's there all year round, it's giving you something through the winter months, the autumn months when the herbaceous and everything has died back. So that's it for this week. So it feels like season's moving now. September isn't far away, bank holiday, people will be thinking more towards the autumn now. Kids are going back to school in a few weeks' time, so yeah, certainly going to the supermarket, it's all about back to school now. So we've got a bit of a shift in product range for the next few weeks, and yeah, check out what's looking good on the full availability. Until next week, goodbye for now.